This is the Trauma Research Foundation's weekly mini workshop series from bright and diverse voices in body-based healing. Please like, share, and subscribe if you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. It tells them this content is valuable and they'll show it to more people. The following session is not a substitute for, nor does it replace professional mental health advice, diagnosis, or treatment. If you have any concerns or questions about your health, please always consult with your physician. We're very happy to have you back today at Sound Passage. Use your voice to find your voice. This is session 2 of 4, entitled Playing with Sound and Movement. And it's my great pleasure to introduce you to our presenter. Kelly Vogel is a singer, songwriter, and pianist who created Sound Passage. It's a practice that uses the voice as a vehicle for embodied self-exploration and growth. Kelly is a faculty member at Smith College and has been a higher ed educator for over 20 years with a master's degree in literature. She's pursuing a doctorate in education, exploring how trauma-informed pedagogy in higher ed can integrate vocal practices for greater effectiveness and equity. Kelly lives in East Hampton, Mass. With her husband, daughter, and dog, and is frequently found humming and singing in the woods near her home. Kelly, we're really happy to have you here. Thank you. Take it away.
Thank you so much, Mary. Thank you so much, the Trauma Research Foundation, for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here with you. I wanted to offer an additional piece about Sound Passage. It is a wellness practice that uses the voice to help you self-regulate and find calm. And it does this by activating the vagus nerve, which, as you may know, is the word vagus means wandering. And the vagus nerve connects the larynx, which is the voice box, the middle ear, the chest, the lungs, and the gut. And when we hum and make gentle sounds, we calm and soothe this nerve, and it creates a positive state of relaxation. And it also engages the social engagement system. I know that is a lot of that's real wordy, but hopefully you will experience that for yourself. So I would love for us to begin with a moment or two of just grounding. You might be waking up, you might be wrapping up your day, but no matter where you are, you may have just transitioned into this space. So we'll just sit for a moment. I invite you to feel your sits bones on the seat if you are seated. Feel your feet on the floor if they are on the floor. Maybe you're levitating, could be possible. If you're standing, then you're feeling your feet on the floor. Feel free to close your eyes, keep them open if that's comfortable for you, or just have them half-masked. And just take a moment to feel yourself here in this place, in this moment. Just feel the gentle rise and fall of the breath. Let the breath enter through the nose and exhale through the mouth. And I invite you to take in all of the sounds that you hear in the distance, the far distance. Just note any ambient sounds, any sounds that are human or sounds of the natural world or man-made sounds. And just take that in as you breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then take another moment to attend to any sounds that are a little bit closer, maybe some sounds in the room where you are located. Maybe there's a clock ticking, hopefully not. Maybe there are footsteps. Just noticing the space around you. As you breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. And then take a moment to notice any of your own sounds right here in this very body. Do you hear your breath? Maybe there's a chair creaking. Maybe you have a knee that squeaks. Maybe you're just settling in. Chair is moving. And just note all of these sounds, noticing that you and the sounds that you make are part of the larger ecosystem of sound. The sounds that you make and that you create fill the space around you with sound. And take another breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then feel free to open your eyes if they're not already open. And we'll take a moment and just focus briefly on the breath because it is the center of this practice as I scoot back here just a little bit. And if you put your hands on your chest and breathe in, you might feel your chest rise and fall. And that's normal. And it's also a place where we often breathe when we're feeling uncomfortable or tense. Tends to be where our more shallow breath lives. I invite you now to put your hands on your ribs. Breathe in through your nose. See if you can expand your ribs here. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Maybe adding a little bit of sound here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And as I lead you through sounding in this practice, please know that there's no end goal that you are required to make, that any of us is required to make. We are sounding in a way that feels comfortable and whole. WHOLE, at least in English. Full bodied. So, however that feels for you is just right for you. Now, I invite you to put your hand on your belly, which you can't quite see here. Me, and breathe in through the belly. Sorry, breathe in through the nose. And then exhale. See if you can imagine a balloon in your belly, filling, and then exhaling. Let it relax. And that is a practice. So if you don't feel the belly breath, just know that that is 100% fine. But it's useful to know that the breath has these three different parts: the chest, the rib cage, the belly. And when we are able to get down into our rib cage and our belly, that's where the fullness of our breath, it really lives. And it's where we are also able to access a resonant voice as well. So we get more volume in sound, we get more volume in breath, and we get more support in our breath. So this is the heart of the sound passage practice because it is the heart of the breath, because it is the breath. So we'll do a moment of sounding here. You can put your hands wherever it feels comfortable, breathing in through the nose. And then maybe just make a gentle exhale with whatever sound feels right for you. In through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. without a need to force or push the sound. And now, one thing I like to do, excuse me, as I squeeze in here, is start with a little bit of face massage because we hold so much tension in our jaw and in our face. And we will be moving. That is the title, but I wanted to just do a few moments here. So I invite you to take your middle finger and your pointer finger and put them on either side of the jaw at the tip of the jaw, just underneath the ear, and just press gently and just make tiny little circles. You don't have to push too hard to get the benefit of this massage. And even if you just hold it gently, take a nice deep breath in and exhale, you are getting some benefit immediately. So just let your fingers slide down the jaw, making tiny little circular movements. Again, in through the nose, out through the mouth on a gentle. My fingers are moving gently towards the tip of my chin. But as you move your fingers, you might start to feel these tiny little nerve endings and tiny little places in the face where there's some release. So even if, again, you just push gently, take a nice deep breath in, exhale through the mouth. You are getting some benefit here. So if it feels good to slide your fingers up and down the jaw, I invite you to do that. And now you see me doing this funny thing as I'm going on to the next exercise, although I naturally begin to move my mouth because I get so much relief from simply moving my mouth. So we're going to shift to what was starting to look very funny on me. And if you think about, if you imagine that you have gum in your mouth and you're starting to chew, but imagine that you've had this gum in your mouth for 9 hours. You can imagine that this is real kind of gummy, so to speak. And you really got to work a little bit harder to get some good chews in here. It's pretty hard to talk and do this. I'll just demonstrate. There is a hypothesis, and I'll just stop doing that and let you continue. There's a hypothesis that language began through the process of chewing and the sounding that happens that happens as we chew. So if any sounds kind of emerge here, maybe it feels kind of funny. Just let that sort of occur if it feels comfortable. And having a natural and free jaw is also very connected to the voice and to the breath. And it's a nice way to loosen up the tongue and, again, the jaw, all of which are essential to speaking and sounding. And again, we hold so much tension in our face and jaw that it's a very useful tool. So just do that another moment, imagining that gum that you have. Okay. So keep chewing that gum. And I'm going to move and begin to stand up. I invite you to stand up as well. Now I'm going to stand back here so you can see my whole body. And maybe in this place, you can take out the gum and maybe just put it in an imaginary garbage can over here. I'm not actually putting it in a plant, putting it over there in the garbage can. Maybe you can just make some subtle Gentle exhales. Ah. Maybe it feels good to sway here. And now I invite you to just bring your arms out to the side. And as you bring them down, just do a nice exhale. Ah, just releasing the day. Or if you're waking up, maybe you're just beginning to move. Ah, bringing the arms up again with an inhale and exhaling again. Ah. Now I'm going to invite you to bring your arms back to the center and then all the way up and to the top, and then exhale on the letter A. Very gentle A. The first letter of my alphabet, of the alphabet in the United States. And also like an A. How's it going? A. Back up. A. And notice that the face could possibly stretch out a little bit. A. So see if you can uh keep stretching your face as you were when you were chewing gum. Let's do that again. Breathing in as your arms come up and then exhaling. A. And you might notice that A kind of extends to an E. So let's do that again. Extending up on an inhale through the nose. Feeling that belly breath. And exhaling on E. And you want to just keep your spine comfortably tall but relaxed, and your knees can be slightly bent here. And I'm sorry I didn't say this earlier. If you are seated, this is perfectly fine in a chair as well. So please feel free to do that. And if it doesn't feel comfortable to do any movement, you can simply make the sounds. And if that is challenging, then you can just inhale and exhale. Wherever you are is fine. So breathing in again on the inhale through the nose and exhaling on E. We'll do it this time on I. Breathing in through the nose. Knees are soft. Exhaling on I. You'll probably notice that's got a I. There's a diphthong in there. And we'll do that again on I. So arms up, inhaling. Knees are soft. Back is soft. Exhaling on ah. I just naturally begin to bounce here, but whatever feels right for you. And we'll do it again. Inhaling the nose. And now on O. Oh. One more again. Breathing in through the nose as the arms rise. Oh. Look, you've just discovered the mystery of the universe. So we just did A, E, I, O, U. No, we didn't. We didn't do U. Let's do one more. Arms up. And you, ooh. So now I invite you to Choose one of those that felt good for you. Did the A resonate with you? The O or the Ah resonate? Just play for a moment here. I encourage you to do this slowly so you can really feel the sound. The E and the Ah tend to resonate in the higher portion of the body. Sounds like Ah and Oh tend to resonate in the deeper parts of your body. So you might feel that in different places. Okay. So just do that one more time. Where do you feel that? Time goes so fast. We'll do one more movement here. I invite you to bring both arms to the side and make a rainbow, choosing the sound that is most comfortable to you. Oh. And then back again, making a rainbow over yourself. Oh. It's down. Oh. I invite you to put one hand on your chest, one hand on your belly, and just continue with that sound. Breathing in. Ah. Whichever of the sounds resonated most for you, just take a moment to feel that in your chest. Ah. And take a moment to thank yourself for being here, for nourishing yourself with sound and calm, letting the vagus nerve and the social engagement system begin to wake up in your body so that you can take that into the world with you wherever you go. Feel free to keep that hand on your chest. And I would love any comments that you have. Anything, feel free to share in the chat, anything that's arising for you. Janine is sharing, I'm loving using vowels to express the sound vibrations. Lovely. Ah. Anne shares lots of groaning as I have sore neck and shoulders. And oh, Mary says, I feel very, oh, Misty says, I feel very safe. Thank you. Oh, Janelle says, so liberating and a perfect way to welcome the morning sunshine. Oh, beautiful. Kristen Linkletter, who's a wonderful voice practitioner, an incredible voice practitioner, reminds us of embodied imagination. And Anne made me think of this. So you have a sore neck and shoulders. Send energy, send oxygen to those shoulders. Imagine that coming into the sore shoulders and neck. Jorge or George, I know it's pronounced differently in different places, says, it feels like a lovely contact with my whole body. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth.
Janice says, thank you for this. Very nice. And I want to say the you just mentioned oxygen. I found when I stood, I found myself yawning and yawning, and every time I would yawn, it would just help me feel a little more awake and connected and good. I don't know how better to describe good, but I felt good doing these exercises.
I'm so glad. Yeah. Well, yawning, I know I have mentioned this before in another session, but yawning is a way for the body to bring in oxygen to the body naturally. So it makes perfect sense that your body would be opening and welcoming in more oxygen organically. So
Yeah.
that's wonderful to hear.
Do you,
Nancy says good vibrations. Yeah, please.
are you able to say just a little bit about how the vagus nerve connects to the social engagement system or is the social engagement system?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Um, Porges uh, coined the term the social engagement system. He called it our face heart system. So it links the ventral vagus, which is connected to the heart, the face and the head, which connects facial expression. It connects how we listen. So it's the auditory system and how we speak, which is vocalization as well. And so all of this is connected to the social engagement system. So when we are activating the vagus nerve in these gentle ways, we are connecting and we're regulating for our own health, and we are creating a system of engagement with each other's with each other. It helps us to connect and regulate with others.
That's
and
great.
and to be honest, this is the part of the this work that has me very excited about education and ways of connecting with educators as well. So there
Yeah.
are lots of other implications for this.
Yeah, for sure. Oh,
Thank you
that's
for
great. Thank
asking.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. I see Janine saying, thank you so much. Yawning is the way. It's for a way for the brain to wake itself up. Yes, relaxing. Yeah, good.
Yeah, Lori says
So
it
nice.
felt good too.
Yeah, good.
Nancy, good vibrations. Yeah, wonderful. Oh,
Yeah.
Kelly, thank you. This was a great session.
Oh, good.
Calming yet energizing.
Yeah, I'm so glad. I know I sometimes want to say that to people, but it doesn't make sense unless you do it and you realize it's like
Right.
it's just wakes you up in a gentle and loving way. So
Yeah,
thank you for
really
saying
great.
that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good.
perfect.
Yeah.
Well, we really look forward to session 3 when the topic is the ups and downs of sound. So,
Yeah.
thanks to our audience. TRF strives to offer you a variety of body based approaches that can assist in trauma healing and your trauma healing journey. You'll find past sessions on our website under the resources tab. Just click the TRF Tuesday library link. And behind the scenes, working to bring you this program are TRF team members Pat Murray, Star Muhammad, and Connor McCann. I'm Mary Frangie. We're so happy you're here, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks, everyone. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.